Hey guys, welcome to another episode about R programming. Today we are going to deal with socket communication. And for that purpose I have these two files. So in main.r we are going to store code for our server, and in client we are going to store code for our client. And you don't need any specific library to use socket communication, but I'm going to use library string R in order to parse some string. And first I'm going to write some text to the screen. Listening for the server side. I'm going to create connection with socket connection. I'm going to set host to localhost. Now port is going to be set to 48747. We are going to set blocking to true. So what this optional argument is for, if we set it to true, this line of code is going to block execution until we get our client connected. Then I'm going to use argument server set to true. So with this argument we are going to tell that our connection is going to wait for clients. And I'm going to set open mode to RW for reading writing, and optional timeout set to, let's say, 20 seconds. First, what is important to know about this function? This function is dealing with listening, binding and accepting all in the same time. So you don't need any other function for that. Now I'm going to deal with communication with loop while set to true. First, we are going to receive message from our client. We are going to store it in a data variable with read lines. From our connection, we are going to read only one line. Then we are going to check if length of our data is not 0 and use function grep-l, provide stop as first argument, and as second argument I am going to provide data. So what is this statement for? First we are checking whether we have some message or not, and then we are checking whether that message contains stop. If it contains, that means that this is killing message, and we are going to proceed by closing connection. Then we are going to print message connection broken and new line, and we are going to break. And if everything is fine and we don't have killing message, we are going to print that message to the screen. Then we are going to create response. We are going to paste response to the beginning of original data, and we are going to send it back. With write lines, we are going to write response to our connection. And basically that's all for our server side. We have 16 lines and not all of them are necessary. And now we are going to deal with client side. But I'm going to copy our connection. Okay, we have to change this value to false. So now we are going to act as client, and I'm just going to replace this local host with my address. Like this, port is going to be the same, and we don't need timeout. So now I'm just going to send our first message with write lines. We are going to send message This is client side, and we are going to send it through our connection. Then we are going to read response from our server with read lines from our connection, and we are going to read only one line. And we are going to print our response to the screen, and at the end we are going to write one more message that is going to contain command stop, and of course we are going to write through our connection. Save it. Now I'm going to open my local directory, and from here I'm going to open two instances of terminal. In first instance we are going to run our server like this, so our server is running, and in second instance I'm going to run my client. Alright, so what just happened? Our client sent the message to our server, and this is that a message printed to the screen. Then we paste a response at the beginning of this very same message, and we send it back, and there is that message printed to the screen of our client. At the end our client responded with killing message, so server could close connection. So that's all for this episode, guys. I hope that you liked this content, so please like, subscribe, and see ya!